Back in the mid-2000s, editing a PDF was extremely painful. If you wanted to fill out a form or change one line of text, you had two options. First of all, you either had to buy Adobe Acrobat for hundreds of dollars, or you'd have to print the form, fill it out with a pen, and then scan it back. It was slow, expensive, and frustrating. So in 2007, a small company called Red Software had a different idea. What if you could just edit PDFs in the browser? No downloads, no software, just your browser. You upload the file, you edit it, and you download it. And that very simple flow would change the game forever, because that simple idea became PDF Escape. PDF Escape wasn't fancy. You could fill forms, add text, highlight parts of the document, or move pages around. But then it turns out that that's exactly what people needed. PDF Escape was used by the small and the mighty. Students used it, governments used it, and companies used it. It became one of the first true browser-based PDF editors, years before apps became normal. So they went on to add annotation, page editing, and password protection amongst other features. No hype, no funding, no TechCrunch article, just a simple tool that solved a real problem for people. And tools like this, they stick around forever. Just imagine the usefulness of Google in the early 2000s. PDF Escape lives on that level of relevance. Red Software didn't try to replace Adobe. They just tried to make PDFs more flexible. And that's why millions of people use it. Today, PDF Escape gets over 500,000 visits per month, and the value of that traffic is estimated at over $122,000 every single month. And even though this is a huge sum of money, it pales when you compare it to our next app. Now, let's go to Chile in southern South America in 2013. Where three friends, Matthias, Lino, and Manuel, are sitting in a small dimly lit room. They are all fed up working for other people and they want to build their own product, but they can't seem to settle on the same idea. This is until Manuel receives a call from his grandma in Switzerland. Grandma sounds confused, almost helpless. She's trying to send an email, but all to no avail. The email client keeps saying that the PDF is too large and as such it won't deliver. Now, because of the distance between Manuel and Grandma, there is hardly a way to help. But in that moment, they suddenly realized something. They had found their idea. Because they all had their own fair share of troubles working with PDFs at work and in their studies. And if they were experiencing such troubles, then it meant that many people around the world were also experiencing these troubles. So they got to work typing out lines of code faster than they could breathe. And within 2 days, they already had the initial version of the app. They focused on building an extremely simple solution which allowed them to build, test, and refine the app within a short period of time. They called it small PDFs because that's exactly what it did. It turned large PDFs into small PDF files. They did not think this was going to be a big company. They just wanted to solve a problem for Grandma and all the people around the world who were facing this issue. But because small PDFs solved a very painful problem, it started to see exponential growth in 2014. At this time, 8 million people were now using the app and millions of PDFs were getting compressed on a daily basis. By 2016, 124 million people were now using the app, and by 2019, 500 million people were now using small PDF to compress their files and to do a number of other activities. Small PDF was no longer small. It had now grown in features and it was no longer just a PDF compression tool. Users could now edit PDFs, sign PDFs, merge PDFs, or even split them. At a point, small PDF became one of the 300 most visited websites on the internet, according to Alexa. It outranked Bloomberg, Daily Mail, and AOL. Today, small PDF receives 53 million visits every single month, and the value of that traffic is estimated to be over $2 million. At this point, I think they should name the app Big PDF. But even with the massive size and scale of small PDF, it is still a drop in the ocean when you see the next app that we're going to be talking about. In 2010, Marco Grossi, a freelance web designer and developer in Barcelona, is faced with a difficulty while working on some projects. He wants to edit some PDFs, but he's unable to do so. He searches through and through for a tool on the internet to help him do that, but all the tools are either complicated, paid, or slow. Now he thinks about it. Merging a PDF should only take a few seconds. So instead of searching any longer or going to pay for a tool, he decides to build one himself. One page, one button. No login, no ads, no fee. At least not at first. All you have to do is upload your file, merge it, and download it. So Marco thought to himself, if this helped me, then it can probably help others too. So he buys a domain which he names ilovepdf.com, almost as a joke of a website. But then he puts it online and something incredible begins to happen. In no time, Marco realizes that people are using the website. And as the days went by, even more people continue to use it. Because when a tool saves you time or makes your life easier in any way, what happens is that you tell people you care about it. You send it to your friends, you tell your co-workers, and you even tell your classmates if you're still a student. And so traffic to ilovepdf.com started exploding. From forums to communities to search engines, it was ranked high everywhere. It saw a steady build of popularity through useful service and user satisfaction. By 2017, ilovepdf was receiving over 300,000 daily visits. And by 2024, it gained 150 million monthly visits and ranked 34th globally, surpassing Amazon and Wikipedia. So Marco decided to add one more tool, Split PDF, and then compress PDF, and then convert PDF, and then rotate PDF, edit PDF, and many other functionalities. Each feature solved one tiny annoying task. It was nothing revolutionary, but very practical and very useful. And that's what made it very powerful. Instead of becoming a PDF editor, ilovepdf became the Swiss Army knife of PDFs. Today, ilovepdf gets 161 million monthly visits from the US, India, Indonesia, and Brazil, and the value of that traffic is estimated at a whopping $9 million monthly, all from something that started as a tiny personal utility. No VC hype, no complicated tech, just a desire to make a simple task easier. Now, here are the lessons we can learn from these companies and their founders. Even though these companies all do the same thing, they all have their markets and their strengths. So the fact that someone else already has a product that does something similar in the market doesn't mean you can't launch your own, because you would have your own unique proposition, your own unique edge that customers love. Secondly, one of the best things to do is to look into your own life and solve a problem that affects you. Because if it affects you, there is very high probability that it's affecting other people around the world too. You see, small problems happen millions of times a day. And if you solve that problem for millions of people and they pay you just a token for the solution you are bringing, it could turn you into a millionaire. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to solve a problem that people hate. The best startups mostly don't sound impressive until you scale them out and see how many million people they solve the problem for. So tell me in the comment section, what small or annoying problem do you face every day that you think should become an app? You might be sitting on your next big idea. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like as a way of sponsoring the video so you can get to other people and change their lives too. And hey, share this with your friend who is still polishing their dashboard. Cheers.